These were the two crews on the start, with Goldie near a camera on the Middlesex station, Isis of which is the Oxford Reserve crew on the far side. So in theory, Goldie with the early advantage, and although Oxford showed in front just briefly for a couple of strokes, Goldie did get a slight early advantage.
It certainly looked as if they had the best of the start, and they pulled out quite quickly to what looked like a commanding early lead.
That's right, as they came towards the first bend, not only did Goldie have a lead, but they also had that benefit of what is probably worth a third of a length as you come round the first Fulham bend.
This, for the record, the 36th contest between the two. Goldie 23, Isis 12, and last year Goldie won in a new record time. Here they are coming down past the boathouses.
This Goldie crew is a bigger and stronger crew than their Isis equivalent. It's a reverse of the boat race situation, but there's not much form between them. It has the makings, or had the makings, of a very exciting race. And as they came along the boathouses, it looked as if it was going Goldie's way at this stage.
That's right. I think, as you said, Goldie got a good lead.
So, Goldie with the advantage of the Middlesex bend in their favour, in the lead as they come towards Beverley Brook. But let's look at the situation again when we rejoin the crews, just coming short of Hammersmith Bridge. This is always a crucial point of the race, and as you can see, Isis on the far side have really done an excellent job and got themselves nicely positioned coming into the bridge, which is important, Johnny.
That's right. Although Goldie had that early lead, they didn't break clear. Isis managed to hang on, and as they come towards the bend, this bend is now worth a third of a length in Isis's favour. And they're in a good position to take advantage of that. What they were looking to do was hold Cambridge wide round the bend, and push them out across the river to make as much as they could of this bend's advantage.
But as they turned, as Isis had the advantage of the bend, the Cox Rebecca Pollard did seem to pull them very tight to the Surrey station. For a while we thought that she was out of the stream.
We did. We thought that she perhaps was losing advantage and might let Goldie back into the picture, but it wasn't to stay that way.
No, it certainly wasn't, and we're now looking at live pictures as they've come under Barnes Bridge towards the final bend, and it's Isis who lead. A good length and a half clear water, maybe even more, Johnny, for your reserve crew.
Yeah, this is a fantastic result. Everyone knew this was a much better Isis crew than there has been for a while. They had good results at Reading Head, and in some of the fixtures, they've done the private fixtures, they've been going well. They brought back in Kevin McWilliams, who did some coaching 2 years ago when they won, and it looks like that's been a good change.
Yes, he's been assisted by Nick Howell. But this is an impressive performance. I have to say that I did say quietly to Kevin during the week that I thought that the Isis crew looked neater than the Blue Boat.
Yes, I think that's certainly true. And the Goldie crew's been going well, and so this has certainly been an extremely fine effort by the Isis crew. Goldie essentially did not defend that. No, they had an opportunity as they came off the end of the Surrey bend, and they couldn't close the gap on Isis. Isis had it all their own way as they came towards Barnes Bridge, and all credit to them. It's been a great row.
The Isis crew, 8 British, 1 American, 1 survivor from 99, and 2 when they won in 98. And Rebecca Pollard, their cox, came late to the task. She's a 6th-year medic, and she only learned to cox up at Oxford under the tuition of Abby Chapman when she was at St Hilda's. So we can see as they come round the bend, 250 yards to go when they reach that point, which is what, about 45 seconds in these conditions.
45 seconds, about maybe 20 strokes, 25 strokes, depending on how close together they are. As it is here, I don't want to tempt fate, but I don't think Isis will be getting overtaken now.
I think Goldie gave whatever they had to give. I have a feeling that they weren't expecting this, and doubtless from Isis' perspective, they want to get as far away from as possible.
Well, it's very interesting that in the boat race has been this long sequence for Cambridge. They had a similar sequence in the Isis Goldie race. Goldie winning 8 successive years, then Oxford won, then Cambridge won again last year in the record time 16:58, and now it's clearly Isis's turn again.
The thing that I think might be interesting from this is people talk a lot about the slickness of Cambridge. Oxford is of a far more aggressive style, which we'll probably be seeing in the Blue Boats later, but perhaps, although it doesn't look so pretty, it may well be quite effective.
And they come to the finishing line. Success for Richard Evelyn, Eric Brand, Edward Foster, Hugh Tanner, Michael Broadwith, Michael Bonham, Nicholas O'Grady, Phillip Beard, and the Cox Rebecca Pollard. And a comprehensive win by the reserve Oxford boat from ISIS. Johnny
yes.
Searle is wreathed in smiles.
Don't get to smile that much these days. Yeah, they look a bit more pleased than I do, but yeah, I'm sure they'll be delighted with that, as with our whole coaching team.
17:36, unofficially the winning time, which indicates the difference in the conditions between this year and last year.